and 30. Now we're going to go wide. 1, 2. Loosen out the shoulders. 16, 17, 10, 9, 8. 1. Now we're going to do our little narrow again. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I was reading again about progressive workouts last night. Makes me so happy. You're joining me on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, see for the wider, can you make it a little bit more exaggerated? Don't be hurting into the hips. One, two, 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 three. Okay, last one. Make it a bit faster. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, we'll leave out the last one because I know people are ready. What I do want you to do though is take a lunge and rotate for 6, 2, warming up fully, 3. If you need longer, take it. Good. Okay. Take a breather. Then we're into our banded squat. I know some of you have been doing this just body weight. That's totally fine. Sorry. Or have you crammed underneath? Because I was training somebody. Here we go. Have you crammed underneath the what's that even called? Treadmill. Okay, so band. Maybe you started off with your light one on week 1. Maybe your body weight week 1. This is where you want to be progressing up if you can. Are you ready? We're going for 12 banded squats. So just really, tension is on the knees, pushing out slightly. That's 10 if you need to tap out. Okay, now we have that little pulse. Give the legs a shake. And then we go down and we stay in that little micro pulse. Let's go. So 1, pulse, rise, squeeze them on at the top. Start to bring your awareness to the belly button, bring it in towards the spine so you're supported. That's number 8. If you're like, what is this life? Two more. Good. And relax. Give the legs a shake. Take off your band if you need. Okay. Ten seconds. Let me go again. If you're on that heavier band, maybe think about doing just 8. Like you're progressing in different ways. So just be aware and tapped into how your body feels. 3, 2, 1. We go again. Good. 3, squeeze at the top. When I watch like all these actors doing their training, I don't know why my phone keeps showing me that. 9, online. They're doing them so slowly, so deliberately. And I see my clients and we're all just trying to rush through life. So I get it. I totally get it. Right. Next, shake the legs out. We have that little pulse. So just make sure the core is switched on in the pulse, okay? Because you're in that isometric hold position. Ready? Let's go. So 1, pulse, rise. But I'm all about form. So please, you do it a little slower. Just do it a little better. Was it Chandler Bing said, you want it done quick or do you want it done right? Squeeze at the top. Good. Just a little micro. The more micro, the more you're trying to fire into the glutes. That's 10. If anybody wants to break, last 2. Last 1. Good. And I know it doesn't feel it, but that is what's building foundation of the core too. Okay, so you're off a bench or you're up onto the brass strap or you're on the floor for that glute bridge. I'm going to put that here. I'm using my 2 weights. As the weeks have gone on, I've been using just the one. I'm going to use both of my weights and I'm going to treat them like a bar. So that's 14K I'm using. If you have a bar, this is the one to use it with. So we're adding in pause. That's the only thing I'm doing this week on the last 5. So we've got 10 in total, the last 5. And then we come up and we're holding on to chair and you're doing that step lunge with your weights. You can have 2 weights or you can have 1 weight on the same side as the moving leg. But for now, join me down on the mat. Make sure that your chin is down and you're not looking up too cranked. You want to keep the neck nice and long. Bringing the weights up, or you can do this body weight, or you can do this with 1 weight or your lower weights. But if this distance between my butt cheeks and my heel, and I'm going to curl into the spine and come up into the glute bridge to begin with. I'm starting there and we go down for 1, 2. So you're like the elevator, your hips are the elevator. 3, 4, 5. Now in my last 5, I'm adding in a pause. You can join me if you want. 1, pause, release. 2, pause. If you've gone up the weights, this is your cue to stop at 8. Pause, release. Otherwise, stay with me. Good. Take your time getting up to standing. And you're either holding on to something and you can do your step back, step lunge like so. This is why we love our heavy Mondays, because you can take a little bit of time with it. So stand, I'm going to try with my 2. I'm framing the front leg and I'm coming forward. 3. I'm doing 5 each leg. You can do 4 if you've upped the weights. If you're in the lower weights, why not try 6 each legs? Leg. You've got a lot of legs. And switch. Again, just keep the form. Lovely. Good. And rest. I've rubbed out where I've put something else here. Oh, yeah. Pausing in the last one. We'll do that in the next one. Sorry. Okay. Take your rest. Building muscle. Essential. Okay, you've got 10 seconds and we're back down. When I'm using my heavier weights, I take a little bit more time getting myself set up. You want to make sure you're supported. If you're using your bar at home, you'll be surprised. You can actually go up quite a bit with this. Okay, weights ready, legs ready, about a fist distance between the legs too. Rolling up. If you need a band on the legs to keep your form, you can do that with one of your lighter bands if you want. Squeezing the bum at the top. My glutes are switched on. My belly is switched on. Let's go. 1. The last 5, we add in the pause if you can. 1, pause. I'm even just feeling like the belt tightening around my waist there too. What is it they call it these days? That's 8 if you need to tap out. Snatching your waist. Snatch. Do you want to get snatched? The kids call it. And we are the kids. Not good. Whoa, I can feel that in the backs of my legs. My hamstrings are nice and warm. Okay, up we come. If you're doing one weight, remember it's on the same side as the leg that's going back. If you're doing the 2 weights, just make sure you roll the shoulders back. Don't be hunching into it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. And on the last 2, we're going to add in a lovely little spicy pause. Down and pause and rise. Down, both knees are bent. Pause, rise. Good. Mind over matter. Switch. Here we go. Down, pause, rise. Down, pause, rise. Just 2 there. Woo! Well done. Do you know how happy it makes me to think that you go about your day and you feel your glutes and you feel your quads and you have DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, in the best way, and that you think of me in my workouts? It makes my life. So, week 4, not the end, but you will have access to these until, I'm trying to figure it out. I think it'll be all my YouTube will be the ones that you have access to those. 10 seconds, we're back down again until the end of February, and then access will be denied. So do it, enjoy it while I get set up for the next round. The desire is there for the subscription again, which worked so well last year. I just had so many projects on coming up to Christmas. That was why it was paused. So brilliant towards the spine. Weights are on that hip bone area, but you're still supported with your hands. Let's go. 1, 2, 5. Hold, release. Bye, Pat. Keep the chin like you have that nice peach underneath it. 2, hold, squeeze the cellulite out. Sorry, I shouldn't say things like that, but my cellulite, japers. Good. And up become. I remember being pregnant with my third, and I put on about 3.5 stone with all of mine. Never bothered me at all. Hated pregnancy, absolutely hated it. But anyway, that was just because I had hyperemesis. And I remember looking at my bum in from behind in the mirror, just caught myself, one day, and I was like, holy heavens. Cellulite Quarterly supports, let's go, supports those babies. And it was 2. It's kind of like, should kill me, but it reminded me of my mom's. That's what's happened now. 4. And release. I'm just turning in, I'm delighted about that. 5. Release. Switch. If people think because I keep fit, I don't have cellulite. Yes, I do. 2. The elasticity in my skin is going 2. 3. Just means you've lived, doesn't it? Let's go, pause. Last one. I'll never forget that, looking at the mirror, seeing my pregnancy butt, and like, that's my bum. There we go. Okay. That's why I like this one to be a bit glute heavy, because it's all there, still supported. Okay. We have our sumo squat. This is the one that's spicy, but it's good. Band is on. So yeah, as of next week, if you're doing this next week on your own time, please enjoy it. Please do it. And you can add on a fourth set in your own time, because just because of time that we don't, I prefer a fourth and fifth set if I can get them in anywhere in workouts. Okay, so, and if you're watching this on record, please do too. This is like our sumo squat with the lifting of the weights, a bit like a deadlift, you're lifting 2 suitcases. Make sure, again, you're not hurling into the spine like so. You want to keep the tailbone tucked. Okay, you ready? I have 12 on this, so we have 6 without a pause, 6 with a pause. Let's go. If you've increased the weights, top out at 8. Okay, if you can, we come down, slight pause, and return. You'll feel that tension. I'm more hovered over. Look, if you look at my form, 4. I don't mind leaning forward. Good. Squeezing the glutes the whole time. Woo. Nice. Forward, lateral. We're just going to stay on this one. We're doing our 3 sets of it all in a row. And then we're going to do our front, forward, and side. Good. 17 minutes. Okay, if you need to do any sort of roll down, please do. Just take the stiffness out. Maybe in between this, I imagine some people have like a treadmill going and they're doing a wee treadmill in between sets. That also makes me happy. Anything like that. Keeping but that's why we do this heavy, so that we have it done, condensed, and then we can do our cardio around it. Okay, are you ready? That little tension on the band. If you're doing it without the band, just turn the toes out. Make sure the quads are switched on. Let's go. My quads are still sore. I ran on Saturday too. My quads are still feeling it from Friday. Those burpees, thank you for the feedback. They're awful, but they're one of the best overall full body exercises. And then we go for our pauses. Down, don't hang around too long. Squeeze. Sit back down into it, good. Last one. Ooh, well done. 45-second break on this one. If you've even heavier weights, you could consider them. Just make sure your form. I've got 9s after this, but Big Mike's using them. So I'll stick with the 7s. You got to remember the band is adding resistance as well. There's a lot of the workouts that I teach you, I'm trying to mimic what we have in the gym. think about, yeah, basically trying to work into like a leg press almost. Okay, get yourself suited and booted. Okay, weights up, shoulders are back, belly is switched on. Even my glutes are tense before I start, not too tense, but they're switched on enough. Left and right, let's go. Squeeze through the heels. Just caught myself there, I haven't even looked at myself yet. Not what you're here for. Thank goodness, says you, eh? Eh? Right, these last ones, get the pause in. This is the last set. I'm not making you do 4 sets. Pause, squeeze. Woo. One more. Nice work, everyone. Holy monkeys. Okay. Take your break, 22 minutes. Absolutely nailing it. This forward and lateral lunge. I have about an increase in weight. If you increase in the weight, you must be careful. Seeing that forward lunge, you don't want to lose stability and you don't want to creak into your neck. So see how you feel with that. You can have them side by side. My legs are like shaky. And if you do it here, see how I'm framing that side leg with them? If you go up, just make sure the belly is switched on. Or sorry, I'm going the wrong side. And just be careful on that. I think actually safer might be down, but depends. If I'm in lower weights, I'm fine with them up on my shoulders. Other options are one weight, we're going in 10 seconds. Weight in front of you, just one weight, or fully body weight. Do what you can. These lateral lunges is what's kicking into that cellulite again. It feels good, and also just feels nice. Feels good, all of it. Okay, 6 each side. You ready? 3, 2, 1. So train tracks. You can shorten the distance that you go forward as well. 2, so that you're stable. Okay, I feel sometimes it's really good because you're anchored with the weight. So 6 each leg. Sorry, I should have made that clear. A lateral lunge. Good. I'm going to do this one this way for you to see. So forward, side. Look at my bum is back. Bum is back. If I was with you, I'd be pulling you by the hips on this side one. Good. I love a Monday because you can breathe. Then you feel it on Tuesday. I'll miss you next week. So yeah, basically you have a month to avail of the workouts. Enjoy yourself while I get planning for, well done, and rest. March. End of February, start of March. I'll be working on with the falling on a Monday, whatever that is. 23rd, 24th. Yeah, 23rd is a Friday, I think, maybe. So maybe so anyway, keep an eye out. I would absolutely love to have you. And we'll figure out. Okay, if you need longer break, please take it. I feel the spice in that. I'm using my 2 7s. I'm tempted to use the 2 9s now that Michael's away to work, but I'm going to keep it as is. But that's progression. Always thinking of the progression. And let's go. You can go right back to the start. with these because all of them are work, if that makes sense, right? So especially workouts. I know a number of you were here for last year when we were doing, and I still love that, trying to make the variation with just 5 or 6 kilogram kettlebell or dumbbells. So you'll always feel there's always work in it. Just listen for the cues. Good, and switch legs, just do it. Follow through each move. Feel your body through. 1. Woo! 5. Last one. Good, take your rest. 26 minutes, doing really well, nearly done. One more set of that. Star jumps and you're out. So another thing is I want you to use the workouts when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling happy, when you're feeling sad. I also was reading about how basically a workout can fix a lot of things in your life. And it seems trivial in one sense, and it's because there's so much emphasis put on aesthetics. I know I was making light of my cellulite, but you know, I'm very proud of my body, love my body, but I'm like everyone else. I got to work at reminding myself how great my body is. Let's go for that last set. Just take your time, 10 seconds. But they were saying how there's not very much that a workout can't fix. Obviously, it can't, you know, fix your finances, but in terms of your headspace, your emotional and how you feel, everything just feels better. Ready? Let's go. I'm going to start with the left leg, which was the one that I'd been doing as my second leg. So I really hope that you feel that they're manageable, they're adaptable. You can share them with your friends. 3, there'll be access until the middle to end of February, and then it'll all change. So enjoy them. Ooh, and switch. You should be shaky legs now. Even if you're in the lighter weights, even if you're body weight, these are challenging. And the lovely thing is when we get back to it in March, scary to say, isn't it? Scary to say. But in March, we're then on the drive to summer, and the days will get lighter and we'll all be sweatier in the workouts and rest. Okay. 29 minutes. If you can, we're going straight into 20 star jumps. You can walk them out if you want. Well done. If you can, very, very short pull down and bending into the left leg. I'm coming down. My right leg is on the floor, and I'm going to just stretch. So I'm feeling it along the front of the right leg. The left leg is down. The right hand's coming down beside my left foot, doing a nice gentle twist. Good. Hands come down side by side, switching the leg forward. My right is coming forward. My left is back, nice and long. Feeling the stretch along the front. You're also feeling the stretch into that right hip. And then you're going to just take a gentle twist. Feels so good. Body is warm. Well done, you. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I do not take that lightly. Right leg, left leg goes out wide. Hands come down in front, down to the forehead. and feel the opening between your lats. All the spine is lovely and stretched right down that lower spine. If I was there, I'd be pulling your bum back a little bit towards your heels, stretching under the armpits. Good. From there, you're going to take your right knee up towards your right hand, putting your leg across into pigeon pose. We have, whoo, take a breath in through the nose. Don't you just feel alive? I do. I'm sinking a little lower. Good. You've invested in yourself. I didn't do it for you. I just led you and talked nonsense. Okay. You did the work. Left leg, left knee is forward towards my left hand, and the foot is going across. And the idea is that I'm trying to get this right thigh down as close to the ground. You come down onto your elbows if you want. Take a breath in through the nose. Breathe out. Feel that lovely stretch along the glute med. Good. Take yourself out of it gently. If you need to do a little bit more stretching, use our mobility workout from last week. Have a great day. I feel so blessed to know you, to see you. Have a good one.